Hi there, everybody. Welcome to a new episode of the vlog. Today I just wanted to do a quick review of the Billy Joel TV special that just aired yesterday. The special of Billy Joel's 100th Madison Square Garden show. Actually, he's close to 150 lifetime shows at Madison Square Garden now, but this was the 100th of his monthly residency that began in January of 2024. I was so excited to see this, and I was excited that there was a full 2.5 hour time block there. I was like, ooh, we're going to get to see the full show. I kind of forgot that networks like to cram a million commercials in there. I've been too spoiled by streaming sites, I guess. The actual TV special with commercials edited out and stuff was about 1 hour and 28 minutes long. So Billy Joel does play for 2.5 hours, and I was surprised by just how much of the concert they had to edit out to fit into that roughly 90-minute time block. It was definitely just sort of a display of the highlights of the show. I wasn't at the original show or anything. I've just seen the set list online. Lots of songs like The Entertainer and Allentown, and just it's amazing. There's probably 10 to 12 songs in his set that just had to be cut for time constraints, which I was excited to have a new Pro Shot video, so I'm a little disappointed that we don't get the full entire concert, but I understand for network reasons why that would be necessary. I really liked the Elton John final show from Dodger Stadium that broadcast last year on Disney Plus. That was pretty much the entire show, and it was airing live. This was not. This is a concert. This Billy Joel show happened at the end of March. His 100th show, like I said, from the residency. So in the last couple weeks, they've been cleaning it up and editing it down. I do hope that someday we'll get the full concert put out there, just because I do like to have professionally shot concerts from my favorite artists. And I'm trying to think here. I think the last time we got a full professionally shot Billy Joel concert was, like, I want to say 2015 Bonnaroo. The 2015 Bonnaroo Festival show. You can find in full. I don't know if it's still up on YouTube anywhere. But yeah, correct me if you have a newer one. I'd love to see it. I know clips get posted by Billy's official page every once in a while here and there, so I know that all his shows are getting professionally archived, but we haven't seen them. So after just about 10 years since the last Pro Shot concert, it's nice to have another record of a Billy Joel performance. This residency is so legendary. I really liked the little segment. There were a couple segments here and there throughout where they went back over and just talked a little bit about what his residency means. There was a section where multiple members of his band talk about how much they love the Madison Square Garden audiences, and there was a little montage of clips from 2014 straight through to now. It is really cool, like they mentioned in there, that Madison Square Garden basically announced Billy Joel as being their third tenant, so to speak. Like the tenancies at Madison Square Garden are like the New York Rangers, the Knicks, and Billy Joel. Of course, with his show every month, like clockwork. I always wanted to get down to one of his Madison Square Garden shows, but I'm extremely far from New York City, and now that really doesn't look like it's happening, because they have announced, of course, that Billy's last show of the Madison Square Garden residency is taking place in July. Isn't that so sad? But it makes sense. Billy is turning 75 in a couple of weeks, and he's going to be winding down a little bit. Now, he does have other dates planned. That July show is not going to be like his last show ever or anything. He still has shows across the United States, and I think at least one in Europe, if I recall correctly. He does some solo shows, but a lot of stuff in the last couple years. He's been playing with Sting, and he's been playing with Stevie Nicks a lot. I am super excited that in a few weeks I'm going to be taking this vlog down on a trip to Seattle to see one of Billy Joel's shows this year. So excited to get the opportunity to see him one more time. I've seen him twice before, but they were both before the vlog. And he won't have any other artist with him. It'll just be him that night. And so I would assume he's going to play a nice long full 2.5 hour set. But anyway, I'll get into this show a little. It featured, as I knew it would because I had seen like the clips from the concert itself, featured little cameos, one by Jerry Seinfeld, who came on and waxed poetic about Billy's residency. And then Sting came out, and mostly because of the 90 minutes that were allotted to this show, it was mostly just the biggest of hits. Some of the album tracks were edited out, with the exception of tunes like Vienna, which I was super glad got included, Scenes from an Italian Restaurant, which I was sure they would cut, but they, of course, left it in, which is awesome, and this duet with Sting of Big Man on Mulberry Street, which I hadn't seen the full clip of them doing this song with Sting. It is so perfect for Sting's voice. And apparently later on in the concert, they did also do every little thing she does is magic, but they cut that out of this broadcast. But I just love that version of Big Man on Mulberry Street. Sometimes, oddly enough, when special guests come out at concerts, I'm like, oh, but I really just wanted to see like the original artist play this song. But that arrangement with Billy and Sting was so freaking cool. So it was great to see that. I really enjoyed that. Other notes I had. Oh, everybody in the audience, I noticed. I don't think, correct me if I'm wrong, anyone who's been there, I don't think this is the norm. This must have just been for the taping. But everybody had those wristbands that are popular they were popular for being included in the Eras Tour, the Taylor Swift Eras Tour. Those bracelets that light up certain colors and make really cool displays out in the audience. Those have become very popular ever since the start of the Eras Tour. I know Taylor Swift's not the first one to give colored LED wristbands out to audience members. I think that was a Coldplay thing back in the day. I'm not totally sure, but it's become all the rage. So just to create a more aesthetically pleasing video for us to see, and probably was amazing at the show itself. They gave everybody the light up wristbands. At first I thought that everybody had lighters out during the first song of the set, which was Miami 2017, which, to be fair, is another album track. Not a huge, not one of his biggest, hugest hits, although he has a lot of them. But I looked when they did an audience shot, I was like, every single person has their lighters out at once. But yeah, no, it's just those light up bracelets, but those are super cool. Like I said, I really did enjoy seeing the little testimonials from his band members throughout the show. They had testimonials from people out in the audience, who many had come every single month and made it a monthly tradition to come out to his residency show. It was so cool to see that. That was during a segment where I think Billy's agent was talking. It was cool to see from the great Brian Ruggles, who sometimes I forget is still with Billy Joel. Does everybody out there know that Billy Joel has had the same sound guy for more than 50 years? I think Brian Ruggles joined him in 1972, which is pre-Piano Man. Good to see him still working with Billy, literally 52 years later. That is just insane. The show was not necessarily in its original performance order. In order to fit the 90 minutes, like I keep saying, they sort of shuffled the songs around. Normally Piano Man would be the end of the main set, and then Billy would come back out and do a few encores, ending with usually You May Be Right, but they did shuffle the order around for this so that Piano Man would end the show. But I liked seeing they kept a few of the mainstays of Billy's set in order, including the last three songs of Piano Man got moved to the end, but I really like the River of Dreams extended version that leads right into Scenes from an Italian Restaurant, and then usually it would go into Piano Man, but they did shuffle that up a bit, and they kept the first three songs of the night together in order, being Miami 2017, into My Life, and then from there to Vienna. And of course, a highlight of the evening that I can't finish this video without mentioning is Billy's brand new song, Turn the Lights Back On, that got released just a few weeks ago. It is so amazing for me and for so many Billy Joel fans out there to see him releasing new music. Of course, it is common knowledge that he hasn't released an album in 31 years. He did, of course, release a couple of songs in a random burst of creativity he had back in 2007. He had this song called Christmas in Fallujah that I really actually enjoyed. I loved that song. That song almost made me angry because I was like, see, look, Billy's still got it and he's not writing any new material. But now we have this brand new song that is honestly great. It's been stuck in my head, and it's a beautiful song. Oftentimes artists, especially if they haven't released material in a long time like Billy, will be a little worried about not living up to their past selves. But as much as that is, lofty shoes to fill for Billy's 70s and 80s incredible output, honestly, I really think this new song stands up to that. I've seen his Grammys performance of it now, and now I've seen this one, and I'm excited to see him do the song when I see him down in Seattle. I'm just so thrilled he has this song out. I don't know that he's ever got a new album left in him, but he was interviewed recently, and he said something to the effect of never say never, which is like the biggest breakthrough from Billy's usual answer of, no, I'm never going to make new music ever again. So I never thought we'd have this new song. So even if this new song is all we ever get, I'm so thrilled that it exists. And it was so cool to see it here. Oftentimes, when you have an artist doing a set, they'll throw in one or two songs from a new album, and it'll sort of be everyone's bathroom break. But you can tell it's a big moment to see Billy do, again, this first song in just decades. That was amazing. And I keep remembering album tracks they included. Like, they could have just gone straight with the hits. There were songs like Allentown that didn't get performed. And what was the other one? Big Shot. Like, big hits that got cut out of the show. But I was glad that they got to include stuff like An Innocent Man. That was such a good live performance of An Innocent Man, I thought. That's just one of my favorite tunes of his. He jokes near the beginning of it that it's got a lot of high notes that he doesn't think he can hit anymore, and I was kind of thinking, yes, this song has such high notes. But Billy, just about to turn 75, killed it. The audience loved it, hit every high note in that song, and just, I didn't think it would be as good as it was, but that live version of An Innocent Man I thought was just phenomenal. I say he hit all the high notes. Of course, I don't know when he started doing this, but I do believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but the songs are approximately a full step down from their original arrangements, but it makes perfect sense, and it works for Billy for his evolving vocal register. But for a man of his age, he's still got it. It's still so cool to see him. I had a distinct memory keep coming back to me as I watched this. Does anybody remember the 12-12-12 concerts? Also at Madison Square Garden. The concerts for Hurricane Sandy relief that were televised live. I remember being so excited to watch that and see like the Rolling Stones and the Who and Paul McCartney, but I was most excited for Billy Joel. I seem to recall that being his first performance in a couple years, and I was just so blown away that he's still got it. And here we are, 12 years after that, and we've still got new performances and new music from Billy Joel. This will not be my last time talking about Billy Joel in the near future. Like I said, I'm going down to that concert in Seattle, and I'm going to vlog that for you people. That's going to be great. I didn't expect that here we would be in 2024, and it being just the year of Billy Joel. When he announced that his last residency show was going to be in July, I kind of thought, okay, he's winding down. And then we got blown away by new music, and it really feels like there's been a renewed interest in his back catalog. Not that that ever waned, but it just feels like his popularity is stronger than ever before, going out on so many tour dates, and just still killing it again a few weeks before his 75th birthday. Thoroughly enjoyed watching this. Let me know your thoughts about it in the comments. I'm getting geared back up for a fun 2024 season myself. I am a musician. You can find links to where you can find my music down there in the description. Is the description still down there? I forget how YouTube formats things anymore. But yeah, you can find all my info down there. Thanks for watching. I'll have more vlogs here in the not-so-distant future, including I'll be uploading in a couple of days a video from a concert I played out in Vancouver Island with my friend Leanie. Had a lot of fun. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you guys again with a new video very, very soon. Let me know if there's anything I forgot or didn't mention or that you really enjoyed from the Billy Joel TV concert. Thanks for watching. See you soon.